just what I do all the time, look for stuff that I can film, and I love doing this. I'm looking for vintage marbles, but some in little toys and trinkets and bottles, and you know, you see the stuff on the ground here. But I'm gonna go down that way, away from, this is where I've been digging. I'm gonna go over that way a little while and try some new areas. I'll get back when I start finding stuff. Right in here is where I found that three color cat eye right there. So I'm gonna look around in this area a little bit. I found a lot of stuff here in the past, and I've dug here in the past, but it seems like it always produces. So I'll go in this way a little bit. Well, it took me a while to find this. I saw this flash, and look, it's the same color as the dirt, but it's like a brassy type, and it's got birds on it kissing. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Yeah, there's that first piece of jewelry. It is a pen right there. The arms, the pins broke off, and it has a few cheap sets in it. It's kind of cool to look nice in a finds case. Fogging up a little bit. There we go. Look at this little plastic wrench. It's like a trinket almost. That's what it is. That's cool. Look at that. Them no deposit, no return textured bottles with the original tops. There's a green one up there like this. I'm going to take this top off of it. I'll throw it in that thing. But I was right up in there along that log, you can see. I moved right over here. I'm going to open up a hole over here too and see what's in here and see if I can't find anything. You know, I know there's marbles right in this area. So this looks awfully good, damn it. I'll knock all this stuff back down over the hill. Watch this. That's a 50, 60 pound rock. Oh. Oh, it hit the tree. Yep. That was decent. Find a lot of this stuff. I should be taking all that. Pyrex, look at that. I will take that. But this is the Rocks Cousteau workout. Here we go. Throwing rocks over the hill all day. This is crazy. Well, that's pretty crazy. Plastic lid, probably aspirin, Tylenol, something to that effect. Still in the jar. Unbelievable. Looks like a pretty decent find for a video. Look at this. Has some plastic wheels on it. Looks like some of them's messed up, but the car is all good. Huh. 1960s little plastic car. Yeah, that stinks. I'm getting down to a better layer of ACLs now. Look here. Glad that didn't break yet. Look at this. There's a 10-2-4. That can all be cleaned up. Aqua Dr. Pepper. Later. See, that's the same color. There, whoa, what's that? There's something else. Oh, no way. This is like stuff, look, you punch it out. That's why it's like that. They're punch outs from like a model kit. What the heck is this? It looks like a gong. It's got like Oriental lettering on it, I think, and there's like an Oriental little kid. I'll have to rake all through here and look for more of this. Look, it says stuff on his hat even. This is cool. I'll show it to you. That's something right there too. A little piece. We'll see what this is. I must be where there's model kits. A whole kids collection thing away, and that's awesome. Look at this. Right here. Look at this little dude. He's definitely for some little model car. He's set in it. Look, you can tell. That's awesome. That's awesome. Later. Well, stuff like this, if it's perfect out of this real hard plastic, that's anything model car, truck, model vehicle related that's vintage, is worth taking. You know, this isn't worth a lot, but that's a $1.99 auction on eBay for that little dude to go in. Some dudes, there's guys that just love building model cars. I kind of do. Airbrushing them, and that could go right in a new model. Later. Yeah, look at this. Look here. It's got melt to it. But look, 7. Is that like Speed Racer? The stickers are still even on this. That's pretty close to looking like Speed Racer type influenced anyway. You can see it there. That's cool. That's cool. Put it over there. It's a shame it's damaged. Well, this is a good item. I picked it up and wiped off the backside. It's an advertising calendar for an agent with his name on it, business card. And look how nice it is, because it's plastic. Alright, this is a pretty good find. I found a lot about this guy. He's deceased. He passed away in 2013 at the age of 90. And he was born on Christmas Day, 1922. See, we would have just turned 100 years old Christmas of this year, 2022. And he did a lot with baseball. And I'll put a link down right at the top of the description of this video and read it. He was a good man. And you can still donate to his scholarship fund, which helps young children. The Don Coss Scholarship Fund. And this is one of his business cards he held in his hand in the 1960s. He also worked as a scout for the Cincinnati Reds. So this is cool. Later. I just raked this out of there. It's a Lotus. Look at that. Number 1 on, that's awesome. It's a little plastic car from the 60s. Later. Well, this one says Tempest. Ford Tempest, but it's melted. Huh. Later. Well, I'm walking gradually up the hill to leave. Started raking right in here, and immediately, that looks like a charm right there. See the whole thing? And it looks like maybe an acorn. What is this? It's some kind of metal charm with something on it. That's a good find. Wonder what the heck this is. I'll have to probably clean it up and show you next at home. But what the heck is that? Well, how cool is this little thing? I couldn't tell what it said in the dump. It says McGregor. And look at that sword and tree. It's the McGregor family crest. That's just awesome. It's going to look great in one of my finds cases. Man, I just got another amazing find, and this is in the area, I think, where I found that brooch with them birds on it yesterday. I'll have to look at the clips. This is the next day. Look at this. I saw this white thing flash and looked for it, thought it was a little peewee marble, and that is no peewee marble. That's an old woman's brooch, it looks like, or something like that. It's some kind of little pin. Look at it. And I mean, it was suspended in that rust layer, and the pin's still even on it. And that is a moonstone. Like, that's beautiful. Folks, that's nice for free from the ground. Well, you can see how that stone just lights up. It just glows. It's like opal or something. It's crazy. But that's a cool piece. And it's all there. It was suspended up in this rust. You could wear it. It'd pin onto something. It needs cleaned up more. I did nothing to it except use a toothbrush on it and run it underwater. That's nice. And I'll show you this one. This looks like a pretty nice bottle. You know, this isn't worth a lot, but this is a very iconic bottle for the 1950s. And, you know, it's worth $3 or $4. Royal Crown Bottling Co. That's all it says. It doesn't have a town name. It doesn't look like, not even on the bottom. But that ain't bad. Well, this is a nice find, huh? Looks like a sheet from here. Huh. Flipped out, right out. Look at that layer back in there with a bottle suspended in it. It's going to be full of stuff like this. This is cool. It's in nice condition. Look, it's real detailed. You can even see the wool on it. Wow. Yeah, I just pulled this out of the water. I just now cleaned it and scrubbed it, and it's pretty decent. That's a pretty nice little plastic figure. From the 50s, I would guess. Later. Well, that sheep figure was right there. I took one rake, and look, there's a little, that's like a pony shoe. Probably should take it and throw it in an electrolysis bath. You know, I thought I had a real nice one there, but look, it's all melted. You can see where it was melted to other marbles even. That looks like some kind of real nice vitro agate. Man, that stinks. That's the first marble. Chicago, Indiana. Neha. Well, what a heck of a find on this. a plastic murine for the Oz bottle. Probably the latest one they made that is still decent. All there, not smashed. Just, and I have the glass ones all the way back to cork bottle. So I got the whole run of them now. Yeah, this is pretty cool. You know, the same cursive or like print all the way through the time on these for the most part. You can see how nice that is. That's worth a little bit. And you can see what makes this interesting is this. Same dump. There's a cork top. Look, same print. Through all them years. The same advertisement. And that's my favorite one there that they made. It's just a beautiful looking bottle. It just is. I hope you enjoy looking at stuff like that. This is from the same dump and just a deeper layer of trash. Later. Well, I'm down to a good layer. Got a few finds already, and this is what I'm looking for, baby. I saw this one pop out. This looks like one of the barber pole ones. Oh, this is what, hopefully this is not damaged. This looks like oh, this is awesome. All right. Oh, man. This is killer, folks. I'll show you next with a good camera. I'll give you a little bit of a reveal here. Oh, my goodness. It's got brown around that red, and the pattern's beautiful. It's almost flame-like. Oh, folks. Oh, my goodness. I'll get back. Well, look at that. That's like ox blood lining that red. This is awesome. This is a beauty. This is the kind of stuff I'm looking for on them places. Stuff like that. Holy cow. Holy cow, folks. Wow. This would have been extremely cool, huh? Look at that. It's busted and all cracked or rusted up in there. That's a shame. Just a little older bottles. This is a little better too. No ACL. This is, you know, wonder what town this is. What is this? I don't think I have this. I think it's Canton, Ohio. You know, worth $4 or $5. It is Canton, Ohio. And that's the big letters. It's D patent. It's not a Christmas Coke. Well, just a little bit later, I just found that Coke bottle and put it in my bag. A few more rakes. There's a nice little, like the size of a pea, green marble, and it's beautiful. It's really nice. It looks like it has adventurine all in it. It's nice. Later, folks. Well, that's a pretty decent bottle. I'll have to take this one. Look that up. Look up these Sprites, the cans and the bottles from this age. Look them up. Later. Well, look at this grill off this old toy car, and it says Andy Guard, I think, is what these are. Maybe it's card, but I think it's guard. You can't see it. Yeah, it's guard. It's a toy line. That will look awesome in the middle of a fine Riker case with little toys all around it. That is a cool thing, because it has that name on it. Later. Well, look at this. That looks like more like the inside of a boat. It might be a car, but there's the model piece to that little guy probably I found. I'm in that same area as I found them model pieces. Well, I can tell by looking at this. Look, what is this? It's some kind of Cracker Jack toy. Little harmonica or something. What the heck is this? Oh, it's like a Japanese little radio. Look at it with the dials. That's what it is. Well, look at this little radio. The dials, the numbers up it. Look at that. Hong Kong. It's a little like Hong Kong radio from the 60s that was imported. They're real collectible. A lot of them are plastic, and this is a tiny trinket one. That's unbelievable. I love it. Later. You know, I just put that in my back pocket. That's a pretty nice steer head grip for an old cap gun. Well, this would have been absolutely beautiful. That might be Viking Fenton, I don't know, but it's a teacup made of purple and white swirled marble glass. It would have been nice. I'd like to have it. Yeah, there's more of that. That's just too bad. That's just absolutely stunning. Too bad. Well, somebody's been in the doghouse. You getting out? Look here. He swings on the door to get up. Look what I got you. Look here. I knew you wanted a grape. That's what, thank you, Dean, and the other last few super thanks here in the last couple of days. When I get $5-10 super thanks, I go spend it on Squirrel Man. I just got him a big bag of Gala apples and a whole big, like $7 bag of these fresh little white grapes. So thank you. Squirrel Man loves it, and he was ready. Tell him you was ready for grapes, and you're a good boy. All right, folks. Hope you enjoyed. Later. Well, this is how it is at this house. Squirrel Man gets spoiled with treats and food, and then I have to come stand out here in the cold and let him climb on trees and stuff while the dog runs. Look at him. He's a big ham. Everybody wants to see you. Look at him hamming it up. You're a dandy, Squirrel Man. There he goes. He's going to go on his little run here. His expedition. Tell him you're a good boy, buddy. There he goes. I'll get back at you on the next one. I'm doing an antique store video here tomorrow, I think. Go look at some bottles and Crocs. Later.